Okay, I've just discovered something, and it's really, really dangerous. I've come across something called the transgender agenda, and what it is to turn the whole nation into transgender robots. Now, I can prove this. Now, you see, Air New Zealand has a contract with the government, and every time you see an aeroplane flying over, they're spraying all these chemtrails all over the people. Gets into your skin, and the chemicals inside that chemistry, it messes with your brain and it makes you just question everything. It's quite amazing. And the more you research it, the more you come across the truth. Now, it's amazing what these chemicals do to your brain. I mean, some people, it turn them gay. Some people, it turn them transgender. But I've noticed the biggest one of them all. I figured out in the last 5 years that many people since then now believe that the earth is round, that we're living on a ball, and the planet rotates around the sun. That's just ludicrous, folks. Absolutely mental. We live on a flat plane. I mean, if you spend enough time on YouTube, you'll know, after watching hours of Mark Sargent and Eric Dubay, there's just undeniable facts made up in their back room, And, that people, through these chemicals, they believe that space exists. Like, we can send rockets up there to land on planets. That's just crazy talk. There's this huge dome over the Earth, and if you send a rocket up, it's going to obviously hit that dome and bounce off it and crash back on the water. I mean, it's just so logical. But, there's a lot of these churches coming out saying that, the LGBT community, it's going to bring about the end of the world. It's like Armageddon's going to come because we exist. And that, they're not willing to just sit down and talk to us one-on-one to try and figure out, is God really loving, or does he have this rule where he'll love you as long as you're just what the binary system allows you to be? Okay. Anyway, sorry, that's a lot done. I've now got a partner, but I just want to go back to a year ago when I started dating on Facebook. I learned very, very quickly two things. Number one, that the time between friending a bloke on Facebook and the marriage proposal was at the most about 45 seconds. It's like, I love you, baby, I want to marry you and spend the rest of my life with you, what's your name? It's like, I think on Facebook they kind of get it backwards. And forget about the profile picture. That's the second thing you learn. You friend this guy, he's got big muscles, tattoos. Oh, it looks so gorgeous. And then you're chatting away for a few days. He goes, I love you, baby. Just send me $10,000 and I'll marry you, whatever. And then they finally ring you up through Messenger and all that, and it's like, hello, baby, I'm from America. And you just know. And I've had these strangest requests from these guys. Like one guy, he was working, well, he told me he was working on an oil rig in the middle of God knows where, and he wanted me to send him $1,000 so he could buy a jacket to keep him dry on this oil rig. And I was thinking, this guy's pulling my leg. Surely they must have their own safety gear, and I had this one occasion when I friended a guy who was in the Syrian army, supposedly. And he was chatting away, and oh, lovely, I'm going to go back to the States, and then I'm coming to New Zealand to marry you. By the way, where the hell's New Zealand anyway? And then 2 days later, this other soldier, supposedly from Syria, did the same thing. And so all I said to him was, go talk to that guy, goodbye, block, delete. So, thank you.